Good day, I'm Hetty Nell and welcome to video 2, Learn how to trade forex from scratch. But before we start, let's look at the risk disclaimer first. Forex carries a high level of risk and it may not be suitable for all investors, so please pause your machine and read the disclaimer below. Good, let's get started. So as always, we have a lot to cover today. If you haven't watched video 1, make sure you go back, watch video 1 first, and then dive into video 2. So for video 2, you're going to learn how to operate the MetaTrader 4 trading platform. You will become familiar with exactly how Japanese candlesticks work, and we will talk about pips. And again, like all my other videos, I'm going to show you a ton of examples so you can actually see how to put this all into action immediately. So what we've done in the last session, we've downloaded our trading platform, so we are ready and set to dive right in. I've said in the first video, and I will say it again, no fluff and no sales talk. These 3 training videos will get you started with your very own forex trading business. Forex is most probably the easiest online business to get up and running on the internet. You will be amazed just how easy it really is. One of the biggest benefits is that you can trade Forex as a full-time trader, or you can consider it on a part-time basis. Because the Forex markets are open 24 hours a day, so it doesn't really matter when you trade, because there are almost always trading opportunities. So let's get started. Open Admiral Markets, the MetaTrader 4 trading platform we've downloaded in our first video by clicking on the Admiral Markets icon on your desktop. Let me just mention the MetaTrader 4 trading platform with Admiral Markets is completely free of charge, so you don't pay for the software. Good, there we go. I know, you might be thinking, come on Hetty, you've said that this would be easy and just look at all these buttons and charts. It's not as bad as it looks. I promise, it's really quite simple. And as I've said in the first video, everything that I'm going to teach you will be easy and straightforward. Here in video 2, we will continue with that concept. I found in the past that if you overwhelm people with too much information at once, they will get an information overload and then get frustrated and give up. And that's the last thing I want you to do. I don't want you to give up. So even though there are a lot of buttons and charts on your trading platform right now, we will only use a very few of them. To get your trading platform looking like mine, open one of the currency pairs full screen, click on the Maximize button up here, and make sure the candlesticks icon is selected on the toolbar on the top row. Good. And then click on the zoom in and zoom out icon till you have the desired size candle on your chart. These bars on your charts are called Japanese candlesticks. The Japanese have been using candlestick charts to analyze the price of rice. Candlesticks were introduced to the modern Western world by Steve Nissen in his book Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques. Candlesticks contain the same data as normal bar charts, but highlights the relationship between the opening and the closing prices. But before we do anything further, let's add a little color to our charts. It's easy to do, and once done, you can save it as a template and apply it to any of the other charts. Let me show you how to do it. Right-click anywhere on the chart in the Open Chart window. On the drop-down list, right at the bottom, left-click Properties. This is where we can change the look and the feel of our trading platform. I will change the background to white instead of the black background we have at the moment, and if we do that, we have to change the foreground to black, which is the vertical scale on the right hand side, the text up here, and the date and time scales at the bottom of this chart window. The bull candle, I will change that to green. Let's choose lime green, and the bear candle, I will choose red. To change the border around the candles, we have to change the bar up and bar down settings as well. So bar up will be green and bar down will be red. And then change the line graph to black. And that's all for now. Let's click OK. Now I know you agree this is much more visually appealing and will be much easier to remember. Before we move on, let's just quickly save this as a template. Left click on template up here, choose Save Template, and let's name our file. You can type in your name as a file name. Left click, highlight this part here and delete. In the open space you can now type in the name of your new template. I will just use my name, Hetty Template, so if I look for it again it will be easy to locate. You can give the file your name or anything that will help you find the file again. Now you can click Save. We will come back to this shortly. Now we can go back to where we left off with candlesticks. Every candle on this chart represents 1 hour, the red candles as well as the green ones. Right here at the top you can see the 1 hour time frame is selected. If you click D1, which is the daily chart, on the time frame bar, then every candle on this chart would represent 1 day, and if you click for example on the 15-minute chart, the duration of each candle will be 15 minutes and so forth. Let's zoom in on a few candles so that you can get a better idea of the design of a candle. The body of a candlestick illustrates the difference between the opening and the closing price of a given time period. The wick of the candles point out the extreme high price and the extreme low price in that given time period. Looking at a bullish candle, the candle opens low and climbs higher and closes higher than the opening price. All bullish candles on this chart are colored green. Bearish candles, on the other hand, open at the top and close at the bottom. This indicates a weakening in market sentiment. The body of the bearish candles illustrates the difference between the opening and the closing price of a candle. The wick of the candle points out the extreme low and the extreme high prices for that given time period. The most basic feature of a candle is its color. On this chart, the green candles represents bullish activity. Bullish activity is when the price of a currency pair is going up. The red candles represents bearish activity, which is when the price of that specific currency pair is going down. The terms bullish and bearish are common terms when trading on the financial markets. Forex is a financial game between the bulls and the bears. The bulls want the market to go up and the bears want the market to go down. Now here we are looking at the Euro-US dollar currency pair on a 1 hour time frame. The first currency in the pair is the leading or the base currency, and the second currency in the pair is the counter currency. When the market is in an uptrend, as you can see on this chart, it indicates that the euro, which is the leading currency, is getting stronger. And simultaneously, the US dollar, which is the counter currency, is getting weaker. This is called a bullish market or a bullish trend. When the market is in a downtrend, then the euro, which is the leading currency, is getting weaker, and the US dollar, which is the counter currency, is getting stronger. Then it's called a bearish trend. This sounds much more complicated than it really is. But let's move on and I will show you how you can actually make money trading on the Forex. On the right hand side of this chart, we have the price bar on a vertical scale. The size of this large red candle is 45 pips. You get that by subtracting the lowest point of the candle from the highest point of the candle. Trading the Euro-US on this 1 hour chart, 1 pip or point is worth more or less $10 on a standard account. Therefore, 45 pips times $10 a pip equates to $450 on just this one candle in 1 hour. Remember, Japanese candlesticks represents a set period of time. If a Japanese candlestick chart is set to 1 hour time period, then each individual candle will form over 1 hour on that chart. It's very important that you understand what a pip is in Forex, because you'll be using pips in calculating your profits and losses. Instead of talking dollars, we think in terms of pips because that keeps our emotions in control when large amounts of money are at stake. An important thing to remember is that you can accumulate pips in the Forex market when a currency pair goes up as well as when a currency pair goes down. If you wish to buy a currency pair, you'll be taking a long position on the market or a long position on the pair. When you enter a long trade, you will profit when the currency pair rises. If you wish to sell a currency pair, you'll be taking a short position on that currency pair. Then you will profit when the currency pair goes down. So it doesn't really matter if the market goes up or goes down, you can make money both ways. Let's now turn our attention to the platform itself. As I've said earlier, there are a lot of buttons on this trading platform, but we will only use a very few of them. The first icon or button that we will pay attention to is the new chart at the top left hand side. This is where you will find all the different currency pairs. If you remember from our first video, out of all the many different currency pairs, we will only trade the 4 major currency pairs and the 5 minor pairs, which is anyway the safest currency pairs to start with for a beginner trader. At the moment, we have the euro against the US dollar open in the chart window. But let's say you want to look at the pound US dollar, for example. Then you have to left click on GBP, USD, and here we have the black and green chart back again. Here in the left hand side you can see that we have the GBP USD open in the chart window. Don't worry about the black and green charts. Can you remember we saved a template? Let me show you. Go to template up here, then left click on template and choose Hetty template. And there we are. The Great British Pound versus the US dollar with its red and green candles. Excellent. Now if you look down at the bottom left hand corner, you can see we have quite a few currency pairs open at the moment. To close those pairs, left click on the pair you want to close and click close. It's as easy as that. Now let's close all of them and keep only the euro against the US dollar open for now. And as you can see, now we are back on the euro against the US dollar chart. Let's wrap things up. I really want to congratulate you. We've done a lot of work today. You've learned how to customize your charts by changing the color of the candlesticks and the background and foreground of the charts. You've learned how to save a chart template. And we've covered candlesticks, bullish trends and bearish trends. And you've learned how to open and close different charts by clicking on New Chart. The tools on the top toolbar that we've covered today were the New Chart, candlesticks, zoom in and zoom out, templates, and the different time frames. What I want you to do now is open your platform, customize your chart, and save the customized chart as a template. In video 3, we will continue with how to operate the MetaTrader 4 platform, and we'll discuss Market Watch, Navigator, Terminal, and the new order windows. And I will show you how to enter and exit trades and add indicators to your charts. To be able to trade forex successfully, you will need a reliable trading strategy, and indicators and time frames are 2 of the cornerstones of a trading strategy. This then brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for your time. Looking forward seeing you in the next and final video number 3. All the best till next time.